We call this Aaron Blackford chic.
I want to light him up on a pyre like a witch. We get it, his name is Aaron.
What up, my channel? Welcome back to another video. I'm Jessie, and you're watching
Establish that the bar is in hell.
What's up, cutie? Earlier on in this year, I put out a video titled My 1-Star Predictions, and y'all lost your cookies over that video. You were really excited to hear about these popular and cult following books that I personally just think are going to be 1-star reads for me. And so I told y'all that I'm going to kick off a series where I read the books in that video. And so this is going to be the very first video in that series where I read my 1-star predictions. And the book that we're going to be starting off with is a heavy hitter. This is a book that is so popular and so beloved that it is slated for an upcoming adaptation. You cannot go on BookTok for more than 9 seconds without seeing this book in some way, shape, or form. It is everywhere. It is all over Instagram. It is all over YouTube. It's all over social media in general. It is creating unrealistic expectations for men single-handedly. And that book is none other than The Spanish Love Deception. So in this video, I am going to be seeing if this romance book is worth the hype. And y'all know, those of you who have been on this channel, riding or dying for this channel for a minute, know that Jessie does not like romance.
Only because you can't get a girlfriend.
Romance is not Jessie's friend, especially a heterosexual romance usually is a miss for me. But I'm going into this book willing to love it.
Completely unlike the way my father was willing to love me as a child.
Because I ended up loving The Love Hypothesis, which honestly I'm still shocked by. But maybe this is a book that is worth the hype. I don't know. We'll see. And so because we are getting down and dirty with this steamy, cozy romance, I thought it would be cool to do an unboxing of the Read It and Eat box, which is a box that specifically pairs books with snacks. And look, if I'm gonna read a romance book, I better have some snacks. Read It and Eat is also the sponsor of today's video. But before I give you the nitty and the gritty about Read It and Eat, let's see what's in the box. Right off the bat, they're coming in clutch with a DIY cheese kit. I've never made my own cheese and I really want to. This is a ricotta farmer's cheese and I absolutely love ricotta cheese, so we're off to a good start. It makes 4 batches and I've actually been looking for an excuse to make lasagna, so I'm thinking we might need to make something happen. Ooh, or this would be really good in stuffed pasta shells. I haven't made those in a minute. This is so cool. It includes everything that you need to make cheese with the exception of whole milk, either pasteurized or raw, and it takes only 30 minutes. That's wild. All right, next up, we have from Jocelyn Sweet Things, a camembert cheese spread, a creamy spreadable cheese. This packaging is super cute. God, this little cheese knife is cuter than me as a baby, and I was a cute son of a bitch. We're gonna have a Books with Chloe moment. Cute. This is so cute. It's also really well made. I'm super excited about this. And then the owner of the company and the curator of this box, Kim, left this really cute note. Jessie, it's an honor to work with y'all. Please enjoy the cheesy adventure. I'm so geeked about this. Ooh, we're gonna have a bookmark moment. So this is from Spark Marks. Oh, that's really cute. Ooh, this is actually really soft. So this is a Gruyere cheese bookmark and it has some really great texture and really good detailing on it. All right, now it's time for us to have a book moment. And the book is American Cheese, an Indulgent Odyssey Through the Artisan Cheese World by author of Away with Words, Joe Berkowitz. As somebody who lives in the Midwest, I am a pretty big fan of cheese, even though my stomach is not. Okay, that was so freaking cute. So what I'm going to do is make myself a nice little cheese spread and get started with The Spanish Love Deception. I'm so excited to see if this book is going to live up to the hype. If this book gets anything other than a 1 star from me, I would be completely shocked. It would be the miracle of the century. It would be the miracle on 34th Street, not gonna lie. 100 pages into the Spanish love deception and am not seeing it. The forced humor? Writing humor is incredibly difficult to do, as proven by the author. I'm just not loving this book. If I have to read one more description about Aaron's blue funking eyes. We get it, his eyes are blue. Those blue eyes staring back at me. The blue in his eyes. The simmering blue. Why is he a crock pot? Why is he a sauce? Why is he Alfredo? Every time that she describes his eyes as simmering, I picture a pot. Our next point of contention. The size. Honestly, this cover should have told me everything that I needed to know about what I was going to experience in this book, because I didn't think much of it at first. Catalina is over here in the corner. You know, she cute, she doing her own thing. Aaron is over here larger than life. Why is he God? But I didn't think much of it. I just thought, that was just the cover design, whatever. No, this whole representation is emblematic of what I have endured for the last 100 pages, because this man is described as big on every single page. It is getting excessive. If I have to read the phrase big body one more time, and this is always something that irritates me about romance, and obviously it's my personal preference. There's nothing wrong with this trope or this kind of writing, but the whole she's so cute, little and dainty, and he's the iron giant in comparison. He's larger than life. He's a glacier. He's a woolly mammoth with a human penis, that kind of thing. It just does absolutely nothing for me. Human men being described as mountains, being really fetishized for their large but otherwise thin physique, it just doesn't do anything for me. And I think that that's kind of the point of not the point of the book, but that is the trope that's being activated here, right? You have the sunshiny, tiny, cheerful, kind of innocent girl versus your stoic, large, big body man. I didn't realize that this was a hate to love situation. I knew that it was going to be fake dating, but I didn't realize that the two of them were going to hate each other. By all means, that is really believable. I want to light him up on a pyre like a witch. The way she feels about him is the way all of my exes feel about me, so that's real. So the book opens up with a 13-page conversation, and you can tell right away the dynamics of the book that these two people do not like each other. The hate is real. That is very, very believable. However, I have literally started marking down the amount of times that his blue eyes are described, as well as the amount of times that his big body is referenced, as well as the amount
amount of times that his first and last name is said or appears in the text. Now, if it's something like, oh, he's being introduced at this event, it makes sense that his first and last name would be used. So I'm not counting those times. I am specifically counting the plethora of times that Aaron Blackford's fucking name is said by this protagonist. We get it, his name is Aaron. Aaron Blackford is standing right next to me. Aaron Blackford is across the room, breathing. Aaron Blackford is looking at me. Aaron Blackford is eating a grilled cheese sandwich. Why is it giving Lizzie McGuire? You know that scene in every teen movie where, you know, the girl's walking down the hall and she sees her crush and she's been narrating how her life sucks and she's awkward and quirky up until this moment, and then she sees the crush and, you know, everything slows down, everything's moving in slow motion, including this teenage boy's long, lanky, breezy bangs. And then she's like, and there he is, Aaron Blackford. That is the whole vibe of this book. I'm vibrating with hatred. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's funny. Personally, I think that being tall and quiet and broody and borderline disrespectful is not a personality. It's not working for me. I just don't understand why the bar for men is so low. The bar is in hell, and so am I.
Let's talk about the Read It and Eat box and why you should subscribe. Read It and Eat is a bookish subscription box that takes you on a culinary journey. It's a way to take your reading to the next level while trying adventurous foods from all over the world. With the Read It and Eat box, Book Dragons receive a carefully curated culinary adventure from a box that pairs books with snacks from small businesses. It starts with a quiz. Tell Read It and Eat about your reading tastes. Get it? Tastes. And what you like in a snack, and let them curate a box just for you. They offer a few adventures: a blind date with a book, a box for coffee lovers, and another for cheese aficionados. In line with their mission, they also donate a portion of proceeds to fight hunger in Buffalo, New York, because no one deserves to go hungry. I'm also incredibly interested in the box that they have centering Aaron La Rosa's explosive food romance, which is about a female chef navigating a cooking competition on reality TV and features the fake dating trope just like the Spanish love deception. It has been compared to the Spanish love deception, and if you're a fan of this book, you might like this one. The box not only includes a signed copy of this book, but mouth-watering snacks and an exciting baking kit. I am incredibly interested in this book, and even though I'm not a big romance fan, y'all know that I'm actually a really, really big fan of the cooking competition food romance trope, so I definitely have my eye on this box. Now, if this and any of the other boxes look like they're catching your eye, use the code bowties to get 15% off absolutely any box. It is time for a reading update of this book that is killing my love for literature. All right, let's give an update for this book that is single-handedly killing my love for literature. As of right now, I am around the 200 mark for the Spanish love deception, and I can confirm that the expectations are getting lower. I have been annotating the crap out of this book, and honestly, like, that is the reason why I'm enjoying this book even a little bit, because I'm just like entertaining my own self. I'm providing my own entertainment. You know, I'm like the equivalent of when you sit a baby down and give it one of those plastic mirrors just to entertain itself. Like, that's what's happening in this book. The entertainment sure as hell is not coming from between these pages. First of all, nobody's getting laid, and we love a slow burn. We really, really do. But at the very least, give us some action, because the action is not coming from the text. You know what I'm saying? Did really like the inclusion of like weight and image issues, because the main character literally passes out because she's been starving herself in order to fit into this wedding dress. The expectations of how women are supposed to look, especially at events where their exes are going to be present. And of course, Aaron Blackford ruined it by being like,
"You're smarter than this,"
which I felt like was a really dismissive and condescending response, but that's none of my business. We've already established that the bar is in hell. And so far, I'm not seeing it. Now, I'm really excited about tonight because I'm going to this installation on grief that is being hosted by this queer, trans, Puerto Rican artist, and I'm very, very excited. It's about queer, trans, BIPOC grief, and I think that my body needs it. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to it for well over a week now, so I will check in with y'all tonight and let you know what my thoughts are on the Spanish love deception after coming back from that event.
Honestly, that was one of the most beautiful things I have ever witnessed or experienced. I've never experienced something like that, and if you have been looking for a sign to continue your own grief work and to sit and really wrestle with the things that have been hurting you, this is it. And it was really, really inspiring. Unlike this book, 300-page mark, and things are getting more exciting now that they're in Spain. Now that they're in Spain, my enjoyment is going up. We love that there's a bit where the main character is kind of talking about the stereotypes for Spain. There's a shirtless soccer moment, and the tension was real. He rips off his shirt and her ex-boyfriend is like, damn, and she's like, damn, and everybody on the field is like, damn, and the bride is ready to cancel her whole wedding. Like, the bride is ready to risk it all for Aaron Blackford. Now we're getting to the point that it's giving 2-star. Now we are slowly understanding. We were getting way too excited there. Slowly roll, Nelly. But it did go up a star rating, so we're doing better. But at this point in the book, let's count how many references to Aaron's blue fucking eyes. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There have been 30 references to the fact that Aaron has blue eyes since page 19. There have been 15 references to Aaron's size since page 19. And Aaron's full name has been dropped unnecessarily in the text. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 times. To say that this book is repetitive is to say is to say nothing. This book is so fucking repetitive. I am enjoying it more, but like, the miscommunication trope is in full sway. You guys know I hate this trope. Like, I don't understand how books with the miscommunication trope keep getting so freaking popular. Just like, communicate. We're not in kindergarten anymore. It's not cute. The fact that y'all have a miscommunication that's been running for 2 goddamn years, you both deserve to get clomped on by a horse. Like, I hope you get trampled by Seabiscuit. All of the head rearing that's going in this book, like, a horse better come and get you. I'm so freaking sick of it.
1 hour later.
He breaks her bed. Of course he does. Of course his giant, massive mountain man body breaks her bed as soon as he lays on it. Every single page, I become more and more of a lesbian. What the fuck? What the I don't know whether I'm laughing or crying. This is gonna be 1 star. Holy sh! You know how they say be careful what you ask for? I should have been way more careful, because they finally had sex. I wish that they didn't. There was a sex scene where he requested to be milked like a cow. Moo moo, bitch. Milk me, baby. I would rather take all of my exes back at once than read another book by this author. We call this Aaron Blackford chic. It's a very elegant dollar store trash bag. So you know how I talked about that bar earlier? Like, where do we put Satan when he's on a timeout? Put
put me there. That's gonna do it for this video. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I'm done with that. I'm not gonna talk about the book no more. We're good. That's wasted a whole lot. You're gonna be getting a dedicated waste my time video. Don't y'all fucking worry about that shit. Y'all are. Yep, I predicted correctly. This was a 1 star. Although I could not have predicted Milkgate. I will never look at a fucking gallon of milk ever again. I'm glad that I ordered the cheese box from Read It and Eat, because after this book, I'm giving up dairy forever. I don't want to look at a cow. I hope all cows become bacon. I don't want to look at a cow. I hope all cows become bacon. This book is going to be up in my Pango, my annotated copy. I'm going to be adding all of my page flags because I annotated the shit out of it. So I'm going to be selling this on my Pango. Somebody please buy this from me so that I can be paid for this experience. So the link to my Pango is at the very, very bottom of my description, under like the section where I think it says like more ways to support me as a creator. I don't know anything about my fucking channel. Definitely subscribe to my Patreon. We do fun stuff over there. Can you tell that like the life and luster has left my fucking eyes? Like I don't even know how to give my outro. I don't know how to promote anything. I just want to go get into my grave. One thing that you should really check out though is the Read It and Eat box. I love that it's woman owned. It's a small business. It donates the proceeds to charity. And even though like the book that they sent for the cheese box was nonfiction, they do lots and lots of like foodie romances. Like they do a lot of more like exciting, stereotypical booktube, bookstagram, book influencer content. So like just check out their website. Do not forget to use the code bowties to get 15% off any of your boxes. And thank you again to Kim from Read It and Eat for reaching out to me and asking me to review your incredible box. I'm really, really glad that your box exists. Thank you so much to Read It and Eat for sponsoring this video. I don't want to look at that. Somebody please. But I don't even want it on in shot. I'm gonna go throw out every dairy product in my home.